Welcome to momedaram. In this video, we will see Java11 improvements for string class. As part of the Java11 improvements, they have introduced 6 new string methods. Those are isBlank, lines, repeat, strip, strip leading, strip tailing. These are all the 6 methods they have introduced as part of the Java 11. Now let us see one by one in detail. IsBlank. We can use this method to check whether the given string is blank or not. A string is said to be blank if it is empty or contains only white spaces. Let us see an example so that we will understand how this isBlank method will work. In this example, if you see, we have created a empty string and we are checking whether it is blank or not. It is giving true. This string is blank, like that it is saying, because the length of the string is 0. That is the reason it is blank. And the next we have created a string and it is containing only white spaces, and we are applying this isBlank method, so it is giving true. So this one also blank. As per the definition, a string is said to be blank if it is empty or contains only white spaces. So in the second statement here it is having only white spaces, so it is giving as a true. In the third statement, it is having tabs. Tab slash t means it represent tab space. So here it is having 2 tab spaces it is having, but there is no values are there. So here also it is giving true. If it is having 2 tab spaces also, it will be considered as a blank only. And the next statement, we have 2 line separators, like this string represent, it is having 2 lines it is saying, but there is no character in that. So isBlank also it is returning true only. That means even if it is having any number of lines without any character, it will be treated as blank string only. So that is the reason it is giving isBlank is true. The next statement, we have created a string, only one character is there and followed by lot of spaces are there, and we have applied isBlank method. It is giving false. That means if we have a string with one character and any number of white spaces also, it will be treated as not blank. Some characters are there means it will be not a blank string. And the next one also, we have created one character and we have given one tab space and we have added another line also, but this one also is not a blank. Some data is there, some content is there, so it will also not a blank. So by using this isBlank, we can able to check whether a string is blank or not. But in string classes there is one more method also there, isEmpty method. Sometimes we use it to get confused. What is this isEmpty method and what is this isBlank method? IsEmpty method is used to check whether a string is empty or not. That means if the string length is 0, that means this isEmpty method will return true. If it is having length more than 0, that time that string is not empty. A string can be not empty, but it can be blank. That means it can have length will be more than 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 also will be there. The length of the string will be more than 0 also will be there, but if it is having only white spaces, that time it will be treated as blank string only. In this example, just we have created 2 strings with 0 size. So isBlank and isEmpty are giving true. IsBlank means it is blank. A empty string is always a blank, and here the length of this string is 0. So this isEmpty method also giving true because the length is 0. In the next 2 statements, we have created a string with empty space, one white space. So isBlank is giving true because white space also considered as a blank only. But here isEmpty method is giving false because the length of this string will be 1. So that is the reason isEmpty method always checks whether how many characters are there. If it is the length of the string is more than 0, that will be treated as not empty. The next method is lines method. This method returns a stream of lines extracted from the given strings. A line can be defined as a sequence of 0 or more characters followed by a line terminator. In this example, if you see first statement momedaram.lines.count we are using, here it is giving the count, it is giving lines count is 1 because there is no terminator, line terminator is not there. That is the reason here it's giving one line only. In the next statement, there is two line terminators are there. So /n is there. When you run this one, this lines method dot followed by count, it is giving 2 because there is two lines are there. Even if it is data is there or not, it won't bother. If it is having line terminator, it will be treated as a stream of streams, and it is having two elements in it. In the next statement, string having one character, and the next line it is having momedaram. So here we are having one line terminator, and followed by in the second line we have some data. That is the reason here it is considering as two lines. So the line count will be 2 only. In the next statement, we are having first one line is there 1 2 3. In the second line 4 5 6 is there, and we have two lines only. Even though we are having line break, after that there is no character is there. That is the reason it is giving lines as 2. In the next statement, in the first line it will be ABC is there, in the second line 1 2 3 is there, in the third line XYZ is there. So here it is giving count as 3. In this example, if you see, we are having string s is equals to OK/n, ABC/n, Mohan/n, 1 2 3. If you see here, there are 4 lines are there. How we will get to know 4 lines means by using line terminator. So we have 4 lines. When you apply this s.lines method, it is giving us stream. So whatever the operations we can able to perform streams, we can able to perform here also. So we are converting this given string to list. So if you see here, when you run this s.lines.toList, and we have converted as a list. In the same way, we can able to sort that whatever the lines data, whatever the lines we are having, we can able to sort also. There are a lot of operations we can able to perform on the stream objects. So this lines method will give as a result as a streams. The next method is a repeat method. This method returns a string whose value is the concatenation of the string repeated count times. That means when you apply this repeat method on any string object, whatever the string object is having the value will be repeated the count number of times. If this string is empty or count is 0, then empty string is returned. That means when you are applying on this repeat method on empty string object, there will be no use. That means it will return empty string only. Or you are applying a repeat method on a string with 0 count, that time it will be written empty only. And this method may throw illegal argument exception if the count is negative. So this method will not accept negative elements. That means negative values it will not accept. It will accept only positive integer. If you see in this example, string s is equals to momedaram is there, and we are applying repeat method of the integer values 10 we have applied. That means 10 times it wants to repeat. When you run this program, it is giving momedaram, 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 momedaram. I have seen in the YouTube, there is in one video some conversation is happening between a boy and girl. A girl is saying like say sorry 100 times, like that she is asking. He is typing sorry and sending, sorry and sending. In the comments somebody mentioned like, hey, don't you send like this, just create a Java program and apply this repeat method 100 times, and just once run copy paste the result, so that it will be easy, like that he is mentioning. So if your girlfriend asks say I love you 1000 times or any number of times, that time just we will write a string s is equals to whatever the content he wants to add, he will add, and how many times he wants to repeat, just add in the that string s dot repeat of the number of times and just run, the result will come. Just copy paste and send that result. So by using this repeat method, we can able to repeat any string that many number of times. So if you see in this example, if you see string s is equals to, we have created empty string that length is 0. When you apply even 1000 times or 2000 times also, if you apply this repeat method on empty string, the result will be empty only. And here we have string s is equals to momedaram, and we are applying repeat method with 0 value. That means it will not be printed anything. When you use a repeat of 0, the result will be empty only. The next method is strip leading. This method returns a string whose value is the string with all leading white spaces removed. By using this method, we can able to remove all white leading spaces. That means whatever the empty spaces are there in front of the string, it will be removed. If this string object represents an empty string, or if all code points in the string are white spaces, then empty string is returned. That means when you are applying this strip leading method on empty object, on empty string object, or if it is having all the white spaces only in that string, that time it will be returned empty only, empty string only. In this example, if you see, we have added some strings with a lot of spaces in front of the strings, and we have applied this strip leading method. And when you run this program, here it is removing all the leading spaces, whatever the space we have added in the left side. But here right side it is not removed. By using this strip leading method, it will be removed the spaces in the leading spaces. That means in front of the string. That means left side of the string. If it is having any white spaces, it will be removed. The next method is strip tailing. By using this strip tailing method, we can able to remove all the trailing white spaces. If any white spaces are there right side of the string, all the spaces will be removed. This method also, like this strip tailing method also, if you apply on empty string objects or a string object it is having only white spaces, that time also this method will be written empty string only. In this example, if you see, we have added a lot of spaces before and after the sequence of characters, and we have applied strip tailing method on the string objects. When you run this program, all the tailing spaces are removed, but the leading spaces are not removed. By using this strip tailing, we can able to remove all the spaces of the tailing white spaces. The next method is strip method. By using this strip method, we can able to remove all the white spaces leading and tailing of a string. This strip method also, if you apply on empty string objects, or if it is having only empty or white spaces, that time also this method will give empty string only. Let us see an example. If you see here, we have added a sequence of characters as strings. We have added a lot of spaces like tailing spaces and leading spaces also, and we have applied this strip method. When you run this method, it is removes all the leading and tailing white spaces, but this method will not remove white spaces in between the sequence of characters. Whatever the white spaces are there leading and tailing, it will be removed. Now the important point is, in Java, in the string class, we already have one method to remove this leading and tailing white spaces. That method is trim method. Now the question is, what is the difference between this trim and strip method? Strip method is Unicode aware evaluation of trim. That means trim method removes only characters less than spaces u plus 0020 spaces, and this strip method removes all Unicode white space characters also. That means trim method cannot able to remove some white spaces. It cannot able to identify Unicode aware related white spaces. So this strip method removes that kind of white spaces also. Now the question is, how we will get to know whether the character is white spaces? By using character.isWhitespace of method, and if you apply that character, whatever character you want to check whether it is white space or not, we can able to identify whether it is white space or not. In this example, if you see, we have created character c is equals to /u 2000, and we are printing this character. This character is giving us empty. That means this /u 2000 is white space character. So when you run this program here, it is giving empty. We are not able to see anything, means that is empty. And the next line is white space, whether we are checking whether it is white space or not. Character dot is white space of the character whatever we have created, and we are checking character dot is white space. So this method is giving is white space is true. So this /u 2000 character is white space character. In the next line, we are creating a one string object test with tailing and leading with this character, empty character. So we are creating with one space, and momedaram is a software developer. In front of momedaram also we have added one character space, and after also we have added some white spaces. And we have in the next statement we are printing test.trim method. On the next line we are printing test.strip method. When you run this one, here whatever the test.trim method is not able to remove that two white spaces. That one white space is this character one, and the one we have added, and the tailing one also it is not able to remove. And when you see this test.strip method, it removes that two white spaces in the leading and other white spaces in the tailing also. So here if you see in this one, there are two character spaces there, two white spaces are there. So for this example we understand that strip method awares the Unicode white spaces. So if there is any Unicode white spaces, it will be removed by using this strip method. But this trim method cannot able to identify that Unicode white spaces to remove. That is the main difference between this trim and strip methods. These are all like isBlank, lines method, repeat method, strip method, strip tailing and strip leading. These are all the 6 new methods they have introduced for string classes as part of the JDK 11 improvements. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.